Hello everyone. I welcome you for the lecture series videos of control functions in hydraulic system. So in the previous lecture video, we have discussed about the control functions available for controlling the hydraulic system. So we have categorized into those functions into three types. One is pressure control, second one is direction control, third one is velocity or flow control. So, in this lecture series video, we are going to discuss detailed discussion on direction control. So, the valve which is used to control the direction of an actuator or a cylinder or system, it is called a direction control valve. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the basics and the configurations of the direction control valve. So let us have a deep dive into the PPT. So here I have listed the direction control valves categories. So the direction control valves are grouped into four configurations. So the first valve is called two-way valve, which is also called a 2x2 valve. So this two numerator in the two indicates the number of inputs and outputs, and the denominator indicates number of positions. The number of ports to the number of positions called a 2x2. This valve is also called a shut-off valve. So it is used to completely shut off the flow of the fluid. And the second type of valve is called a check valve. The check valve is it's a special type of valve which allows the flow in only one direction. Reverse flow cannot be possible in the check valve. And third type of valve is called a three-way valve. So this three indicates three ports can be used in the valve. Then fourth category is four-way valve. Four ports are used in the valve to perform specific tasks. So let us have a discussion on the symbols of the valve. So here I have discussed the symbols of the valve which we already categorized. So the first valve is called a shut-off valve. So this is the symbol for the shut-off valve. So this I already told you, this valve is also called a two-way valve. So it has two positions. One is open position and another one is closed position. So in this position, we have two ports. One is input and another one is output. So this valve is also called a 2x2 valve because two ports are there, input and output. Two positions are there, that is open position, and another one is closed position. And the second valve is a special type of valve. This is called a check valve, which allows the fluid only in one direction. So this is the input of the valve and this is the output of the valve. So with respect to the input, flow can be possible only in this direction. That is from right hand side to left hand side. Flow cannot be possible in the reverse direction. That is from left hand side to right hand side, flow cannot be possible. Usually it can be easily remembered with the help of arrow mark. So the flow cannot be possible in the arrow mark direction. And it can be possible opposite to the arrow mark direction. So these check valves typically found in submersible motors and open well motors, centrifugal pumps. The centrifugal pumps it need to create a vacuum based on the fluid storage. So in the foot valve, it is used in to avoid reverse flow. That is, the flow from the tank cannot be reversed to the well with the help of check valve. And this is called a three-way valve. It has two positions. So the position of the valve can be measured with the help of number of squares are there. Here we have two squares, therefore two positions are there. One is on position and another one is off position. So this left-hand side is called the on position or actuated position, and this right-hand side is called the unactuated position or off position. And the three ports are there. This port is called the pump port, which is connected to the pump, and this port is called the reservoir port or tank port, which is connected to the reservoir. This port is called the actuator port, which is connected to the actuator. So if we connect, if the position of the valve is here, the pump port is connected to the actuator, so which will make an extension. If we change this position, the actuator port is connected to the tank, so all the oil from the actuator is bypassed to the reservoir. So because of the gravity or spring force, it is coming back to the original position. And this is called a four-way valve, which has two positions and four ports. So as I already told you, this port is called the pump port and this port is called the tank port or reservoir port. This port is called the actuator port A and this port is called the actuator port B. And we have number of positions as two. This is actuated position or on position, and this right hand side position is called the unactuated position or off position. So when the pump port is connected to the actuator port A, so the cylinder goes to extended position and the rod end of the oil is bypassed to the reservoir with the help of this port. So since here the actuator port B is connected with the reservoir, so oil is bypassed to the reservoir. When we change the port here, the pump port is connected with the port B, so we are allowing pressurized fluid to the rod end of the cylinder, so which will make a retraction, and the oil from the piston side or the plant side is bypassed to the reservoir. The port A is connected with the tank. So this three-way valve is used to control the single-acting cylinder, and four-way valve is used to control the double-acting cylinder. And the direction control valve further classified into uh, 5 types. There is the shut-off valve. We have discussed about the shut-off valve now. The shut-off valve can be categorized according to the construction. It has 5 types. One is globe valve, because the shape of the valve is like a globe. And gate valve, ball valve, spool valve, and needle valve. So these are all the references. Fluid Power by Antonio Esposito, published by Pearson, New Delhi, in the year of 2003. And second reference, Fluid Mechanics and Hydraulic Machines by R.K. Bansal, published by Lakshmi Publications, New Delhi, in the year 2021. So in this lecture series video, we have discussed about the basic configurations of the direction control valve and the symbols of those valves we have discussed. So I hope this video is useful for you, and the detailed discussion of these valves is discussed in the next lecture series. Thank you.